today we're going to select Canada's top credit card for the Air Miles program. We're going to actually compare the top 3 credit cards out of the 6 Air Miles credit card we have. So stick around, but just before the Canada Credit Card Expert channel, we definitely welcome you, and you could definitely subscribe to our channel right at the bottom. You'll get a lot of information from us about various credit cards here in Canada. So let's start. Well, basically the Air Miles program is the largest in Canada, the largest coalition partner type of program. It was actually established in the United Kingdom in 1988, but it came to Canada in 1992, and it definitely encapsulates a lot of high street type of big names that you definitely know about, such as Lowe's Home Improvement or Sobeys, Metro, when it comes to supermarkets, Shell Gas, Staples, etc., etc. So there are actually 2 issues of credit cards here in Canada when it comes to Air Miles, with over 10 million, and that is again the largest coalition partner loyalty program in Canada. We do have 6 credit cards for your perusal, and today we are going to select the best one that we have here in Canada. But just before that, a little bit about the Air Miles program itself. Well, that's very simple. You shop in store online. The basic rate would be $20 one Air Mile, but then again, you could do much better than that with promotions with some partners. You could definitely do online promotions, etc., etc. Double dip with your credit card. At the end of the day, you will be earning Air Miles, and they'll be deposited into your Air Miles account. The Air Miles account will actually have 2 types of accounts. One would be the cash rewards, and the other would be the dreams reward. You could actually, on the slide, you can actually decide what part of your Air Miles to deposit into cash, what part of your Air Miles will actually be deposited into dreams. You can make it 100-0, you can actually make it 60-40, 50-50, 80-20, however it is. You choose how to actually use your Air Miles. The cash rewards are essentially a cashback. It's basically 95 Air Miles will translate into $10 when you actually redeem them. The alternative is to use the fixed amount type of rewards, namely flights, merchandise, gift cards, vacation, hotels, etc. You can actually use these Air Miles according to a fixed rate type of redemption. And this is the Air Miles in a nutshell now. What type of credit cards are we going to cover today? Well, you could see these 3 right now on the screen. So we do have 3 credit cards, contenders: the American Express Air Miles Reserve credit card. This is a category 5 credit card, $299 a year. Then we got the American Express Air Miles Platinum credit card, $120 a year, a category 4. Although it's a platinum card, it is a category 4 credit card. And finally, we got the BMO World Elite Air Miles, of course, and that is also a category 4, $120 a year. So far for the buyers, which one will actually be best and for what? Well, let's actually give them a star each time they do well, or they do better than the other 2. So let's actually start comparing the welcome bonus. Well, when you look at it, you can actually see that on the screen. It's $3,000 for the World Elite by BMO, $2,400 for the American Express Reserve, and $2,000 for the Platinum. And that means BMO is by far the best when it comes to welcome bonus. And by the way, it does require exactly the same expenditure as the American Express Reserve. 3 months, $3,000. So by far, for $120 a year, getting 3,000 Air Miles, this is really a great deal on a welcome bonus. Let's give it a star right here. What about the earn ratio? Well, when it comes to earn ratio, the Platinum card by American Express would actually do much better than the other 2. And you can actually see on the screen again. Well, it is pretty much 1 Air Mile per $5 on eating out, groceries, gas, and transit. And transit actually includes Uber, Lyft, taxis, etc. It could definitely include your local, say in Toronto, TTC, etc. So $5 1 Air Mile, and then up to $30,000 a year. Then it moves up to $10 per 1 Air Mile on all other expenditure, which is the going rate for the BMO card on all expenditure. Now, when it comes to the American Express Reserve, although you pay more and you get better sort of card, the earn ratio is actually not as exciting, and that is you will get $10 1 Air Mile on drug, grocery, gas, and some partners that you actually shop with. Pretty much all of them, we would say. But then on everything else, you'll be getting $15 1 Air Mile ratio. So when it comes to actually earning Air Miles, the Platinum credit card Air Miles version is by far the best. Now let's move into, let's give it a star, we just forgot about that, let's move on. Now what about insurances with the cards? Well, we can actually decide that the American Express Platinum, although it's best when it comes to earning ratio, it's not doing as well when it comes to insurances. When it comes to a whole pack of insurances, the other two are actually pretty similar, and we can give each one of them a star. They do have 15 days out of province territory emergency medical travel insurance, and they do have a lot of other insurances when you travel. So obviously trip cancellation, baggage delay, etc. So all of them actually include that. And these are great insurances to have with these two cards. So these two cards will actually get the star right now on the insurance package they have. Now, what about other stuff? Well, when it comes to perks, it's pretty simple. The American Express Reserve, well, by far it gives you a status to start with. So this is Onyx. Normally, this status goes with 6,000 air miles earned annually. So you just get it by just having the card. So this is big. So this is definitely 1 star for status. But what about the other perks? Well, the American Express will actually give you a priority pass with 4 free lounges annually. And at the same time, BMO World Elite MasterCard Air Miles will also give you Lounge Key, which is the program of MasterCard, with 2 passes annually, which is very nice to have. So when it comes to lounges, definitely a star each. But when it comes to other perks, by far the Reserve will get 1 more star. Well, firstly, let's start. You get fast track security at Pearson Toronto Airport with the Reserve credit card. But at the same time, you get much more when it comes to actually other benefits with the card, and we can just name a few. So let's just talk about the Flex Fly, which is a program within the Air Miles program, which actually allows you a certain discount of up to 20% of the Air Miles required for booking. And on top of that, you definitely get, for example, things like no flight admin fee if you actually book via phone, or for example, you actually get to pay with Air Miles taxes and fees. So these are things that the other credit cards will not actually give you. The other credit cards will actually give you some little benefits, such as bonus miles on redemptions of Air Miles with the Platinum card, or 15% off North American flights, double Air Miles on booking with 2 car rental companies with the BMO World Elite Air Miles. However, at the end of the day, the Reserve card is by far the best when it comes to extra benefits. So we have 1 more star for the American Express Reserve card. Finally, let's go briefly over the other stuff. With the American Express credit cards, you could definitely have referrals. So that is a nice point to actually mention. There is a balance transfer. It's not stellar, but there is something you can actually do when you actually get the cards. It's pretty much $1.99 for 6 months. Again, it's not the best out there, but it is part of the deal. And just to mention, obviously, the acceptance. We don't actually think the American Express is not a very good, a very well accepted credit card. As a whole, it's actually pretty strong offering, even globally. However, having said that, you do have a MasterCard over American Express, so you can't actually go wrong with that, especially if this is actually the major credit card for you to be using. So at the end of the day, these 3 last bits, about miscellaneous bits, right, is something to consider. So let's just sum it up. Well, it's actually pretty simple. Well, we would actually name the BMO Air Miles World Elite MasterCard the best credit card in Canada for Air Miles when it comes to value vis-a-vis what you get out of it. You get a great earn ratio, $10 1 Air Mile, which is definitely not far behind what you get with the Platinum by Air Miles American Express guys. And on top of it, you get a very handsome type of welcome bonus. At the same time, you're actually getting a very, very nice insurance package. So this is not a bad deal, especially with 2 lounge passes come with it. That's why we believe that this is definitely the best credit card in Canada when it comes to the Air Miles program. Let's just add that you could definitely do better when it comes to earn ratio if you did get the American Express Air Miles Platinum credit card, but this is purely a credit card for spending money and earning Air Miles. It doesn't really have much beyond that. Now, if you're after status, then Onyx is a great thing to have with Air Miles, and also having the other stuff such as 4 lounge passes annually, fast track in Toronto if that is relevant, and especially the other benefits that were mentioned, such as the special programs, the special discounts you get, then you might actually want to consider furnishing $180 extra, nearly $180 extra annually for the extra benefits. However, this is debatable and we definitely leave it up to you. So we definitely hope you enjoyed this video. You could definitely like us right at the bottom. You could subscribe, and we are looking forward to seeing you soon.